I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Now, Deobra Delone Redden, the out-of-control defendant who attacked Judge Mary K. Holtus just a few days ago, is in the news again. Now, as per what happened, his sentencing was postponed because obviously the court proceedings were disturbed. But fast forward, it was expected that the sentencing would happen. So, Deobra Delone Redden was asked to come back to court. And to that request, Deobra indicated that he is not going to reappear in court. He actually refused to reappear in court. And this is very interesting because he is actually supposed to reappear in court and take his sentence. But after the sentencing was postponed because he attacked the judge, he was sent to a jail within the courthouse, and he was asked later to make that walk through a tunnel that links the jail to the court so that he can go through his sentencing. But then Deobra Delone Redden vehemently and outrightly refused to come back to court after all that had happened. Now, this is interesting because the question is, what next? Is the sentencing or the success of the sentencing dependent on him accepting to come to court, or whether he comes to court or not, the sentencing can still be successfully passed? If it's required that he is in court at the time the sentencing is being passed, then what options are available to the law? There are some who are saying that he should be bundled and brought to the court by any means necessary to face his sentencing. And there are some who are also saying that it is not right it's done that way because that might be against what the law requires. But my research has shown that he could actually be forced to come to court. Whether he wants to come for the sentencing or not, he could actually be forced through any means necessary to come back to the court and face his sentence. I think that as it stands now, Deobra Delone Redden is not doing himself any favors. He is just making his case worse and worse, because already he has a tall rap sheet, and to top that, he has also unfortunately attacked Judge Mary K. Holtus, and then to top that, he's even refusing to show up in court to take his sentence. All this is putting him in a very bad light as far as the justice system is concerned. And aside this also, he shouldn't forget that he would eventually may be in a position where he could come for parole. How is that going to play out? Unless he's able to start learning some humility and submitting himself to the authorities, especially when he knows he's actually wrong. Because per what he's doing, it looks like he's just being impudent and insolent and disregarding the rule of law, especially after what has happened between himself and Judge Mary K. Holtus. But I'm expecting that when the time is due, the justice system will get him to the court through one means or the other. He can't get away with what he's done and refuse to show up in court and think that by so doing the sentencing is also not going to happen. No, that stalemate, I'm sure, will not last. And I'm following to see how he would eventually be either convinced to show up in court and take a sentencing, or will be compelled to be in court by one means or the other and face his sentencing. And from what I gather, Judge Mary K. Holtus is back in action after the attack, and she is going to be the one to dish out the sentence to him. I've done more research on that, and I'm going to give it to you in the next video. And I tip my hats off to her. She should be the one to hand the sentence to him. It's only fair and befitting. And I'm hoping that the sentence will suit the crimes. What do you think about this whole issue? let me know in the comment section. But until then, just hit the subscribe button. Thanks for the support. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.